Hello, everybody. This is Vincent Ng of MCNG Marketing. I'm so glad that you're able to join me because I think you can all relate because you want to actually know the pin count of your articles on your blog or whatever it might be. So if you have a WordPress blog, you might be like me where you have these awesome social sharing buttons. So I know how many Facebook likes, I know how many times it's been tweeted, I know how many plus ones, I know the LinkedIn shares, yada, yada, yada. I know all that, but I really want to know what my pin count is. And if you have the same problem where you have a plugin that is a social sharing button, but it doesn't tell you the pin count, it can be really frustrating, especially for a person like me or a person like you where you have a lot of pins and it just so outnumbers like the number of tweets, and it's just so cool that way you want to display it. Well, there's a premium plugin out there that's called Pin Button Attraction, and Pin Button Attraction is really cool because what you can do with it is that when you install it, it gives you the pin count of your blog articles. So if you have a featured image, you'll be able to know how many times people have pinned from that website. One of the bonuses is that you can actually select whether you want people to pin from that image or maybe a second image or a third image. So what I mean by that is you can get people to pin from all three images using that pin button attraction. And how you actually do that is when you've installed it, you just go to your post, and this is going to take a little while to load. And so what you see here is that this is, of course, the back end of WordPress. And over here, I have the pin button attraction, and it says Pinterest button on or off for this page. So you can actually choose it down to the page level. So if you want it on your front page, you can. Maybe you don't want it on the front page, turn it off, or maybe you don't want it on your post, turn it off. But you can actually edit the image pins. So what that means is that if you want certain pins to show up, you can click no and no. Now this is kind of a pet peeve. I'm not too sure if it's something with them, but on my computer, it doesn't really scroll. There seems to be issues. So what I need to do is I need to close it, I need to open it again, and then the scroll on the side kind of shows up afterwards. So that's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine that I have to do that, but I can select the images where I don't want the pins to be on. So I don't want it to be on here, and I'm just going to save pins, and it'll tell me, okay, it's been saved. And what that will do is that means the pin it button for those will not show up. That doesn't mean that if you use a generic pin, a generic pin it button, doesn't mean that it's not going to exclude it. It just means that, hey, you know what, you get to only have this one kind of be the main focus. So that's kind of the pin button attraction. If you really want people to know what your count is, it's really amazing. It can really increase the repins. I love using it for my WordPress blog. One of the other downfalls about it is the fact that you can't really customize the button, so you can't really choose it to be larger. You can't really choose it to be, something fancy. It is good, but again, if you're just kind of looking for something to use, it's awesome. Another bonus that I really love about the pin button attraction, is that you can use it on your mobile devices. So unlike hover buttons, which require a mouse to hover over it, you can't really do that with mobile. You can by having your finger kind of touch on it and have the pop-up pin-up button show up. Try saying that 5 times fast. But with this one, because it's kind of solidly ingrained, so when someone sees this on a mobile device, they will see the pin it button right in the corner, right up here. So that's something I don't need to worry about. Now, if you're wondering how much this premium plugin costs, it's about $20. You can actually get it at the affiliate link that's just down there. It is an affiliate link. It's something I really love using. If I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't tell you about it. But again, if you want those pin counters there, this is a great tool, great for social proofing, great to see what your pin count is. And I highly suggest you use it. Again, if you do have any questions or maybe you want to know a little bit more about the actual premium plugin, feel free to visit my website at www.mcngmarketing.com. Also, the fact I've got a book coming out. It's called Pinterest to Profits with Pentalysis. If you want to be a Pinterest ninja, I definitely suggest that you visit my site and check out my book. So thank you so much, and keep on rocking Pinterest.